Hey, what's up everyone? This is Netta. We're in a piece with Netta, and on today's video, I wanted to talk about having true confidence or confidence. So, we need to have confidence within ourselves, okay, to excel in the things that we want to do and to believe in ourselves and believe in our vision, our purpose, and to believe in our truth, to not even believe, to know our truths, to speak our truths, and so that, we can just grow. If we don't have confidence in ourselves, no one else will. But we live in a society to where people may be arrogant, and people feel like that is a sense of confidence, and it is not. It's a straight up insecurity. Some people will be like, oh, it's too much confidence. No, it's just straight up insecurity, and it's being masked as confidence. Because true confident people share their spotlight, okay? They're not boastful. They do not tear others down to uplift themselves. No. Okay? They're not cocky. They like to help other people. They actually like to empower others and uplift other people. They're very decisive and have the inner strength, and they're confident in their power to where they don't use their power. They don't abuse their power, okay? Confident people don't abuse their power. And they're confident in their skills and their talents and their abilities, but they're not afraid to learn more. Confident people aren't afraid to be wrong. They aren't afraid to make mistakes, because they know that, in making mistakes and being wrong, you see different perspectives, and you learn and grow. That's what this life is about. Like, we have to learn and grow. And I can tell you, in my, life, when I was insecure, I didn't really like being wrong. And it wasn't like I had a issue with being wrong all the time, or it really didn't matter, for me to even try to justify anything. But I just, had this issue of not speaking up. So when I had this perfectionist issue, and when you're trying to be perfect, it's just like, it's lower self-esteem issues and confidence and all types of issues underhandedly, under it. And, being around, just having this narrative in my head, like, well, if you're wrong, like, you're dumb or something, which is just so crazy to me now, to even think about it. No, I'd rather be wrong and happy than try to be strong and wrong. Oh, no, you do not want to be strong and wrong, because you look ignorant. Give yourself room to grow. I think that we live in a society to where they tell you to grow and learn and knowledge and all this and apply all of this. But when you mess up, they don't give you room to grow. Give yourself room to grow. Give yourself that room to make that mistake and say that you messed up and that you don't know. It is okay. It will hurt your ego. That's why you're refining it and you're not listening to it. And that's where we create our own suffering and self-pity, because we listen to our ego, and sometimes it sounds like our old self, our parents, and just anybody who ever told us that we couldn't do something. It may sound like somebody in church or whatever spiritual practice, and somebody told you, well, you're not enlightened, you're not there yet, and you not whatever. No, you have to have the confidence to fail. Be open to making mistakes and failing, because then you'll know how to do it. If you're not open to it and you're not confident enough to say, okay, well, I don't know, show me, then you will never learn and you will be stuck. So I had to learn that as well. Like, be confident to say you don't know. And after a while, I start seeing things in my life to where it's like, okay, I will tell you, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to do this. Just show me, teach me, whoever could teach me, whatever course class I need to take, whoever I need to get up under to be the mentor, be mentored to, I'm all right. Be confident to be a student and be confident enough to teach what you know and to help others. Because I do see, like, it could be an imbalance too, to where people be like, okay, I don't know, right? You feel like you don't know nothing, but you do have a lot of knowledge and can be resourceful to other people. And I had that as well, to where I am very resourceful and I know a lot of things, and I have talents and abilities that I haven't really exploited, to where I know that, I can help someone else. And it's just like, okay, that's done, that's over. And consistently building my confidence and taking the steps to do whatever I need to do. If I don't know something and I make a mistake, like say if I'm coaching a client and I make a mistake, the only thing I can say is, I messed up, I made a mistake. That's it. Now if you're around people who berating you and all that, just know that that's their insecurity and they trying to guilt trip you, because that's their projection. That has everything to do with them. Don't feel bad. Be confident in yourself. Share your spotlight. Nobody can't be you. You are uniquely you. Share your spotlight. I love sharing my spotlight. Maybe because I can't say that I don't like to be in a spotlight, because I think I'll be lying right now. But I do, right? But I like to share it. I love to share my platform, like, or my spotlight, or whatever I'm doing. I love to teach others, or I love others to show me what they're doing. I just love to teach and to learn. So whatever that I can do to give to someone else to uplift them and elevate them, then I will move myself to the side and allow this person to do their thing. It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with my self-worth, my value, my confidence in who I am, because that person is not me and I am not them. They can't do what I do, and I'm not trying to do what they do. I'm just focused on what I'm doing so that I can be of service to whoever I need to be of service to. And we just have to focus on ourselves and what we love to do, what we came here to do. So I think that there's a lot of comparison, especially in society. Media was very different, magazines and that, and there's a lot of stuff changing. But it's always somebody who wants to talk, and we can't. You're not going to get rid of that. Just get rid of the negative self-talk to yourself. So you're going to have to, learn the confidence and be confident in every situation you will not be confident in. Remember my first poetry, spoken word. When I tell you I was shaking, my voice wasn't shaking, but my body was shaking. I know they was like, why is she shaking like she cold? But I did it though. I did it, and I was just like, okay, so now I'm confident. After I do one thing, I'm like, all right, I got this. I can do it again. I can do it again. Right? But when I first, oh my gosh, my heart was beating out my chest. I was scared. But then when I got into it, I was still shaking. I was shaking, but I was reading it, and I don't know. But for my first spoken word, I read it off the paper, right? It was mighty long. But I was shaking, and of course thoughts was going in my head, but when I started flowing with my words, it was just like, okay. And then to be confident. If you don't know how to do something and you're not confident, you got to do it to become confident. You can do the self-talk, you can write the affirmations, but you're actually going to have to do it to prove to this egoic mind, like, I got this. And then you're going to have to challenge yourself even more, to grow your confidence, because I feel like there's different levels, and then different areas in your life of confidence. Starting this channel, I was like, nah, I don't want to do this. I didn't feel like maybe at the time, I didn't feel like maybe my oral skills wasn't, up to par. I don't know. I felt like I had to look a certain way, but then I stopped. Some days I don't draw on my eyebrows. Some days I do. I don't care no more, because I have too much to focus on and too much of my life, okay, to think about anything, that's not even nothing to worry about. And that would just stress me out for no reason. And then it would lower my confidence. So, start going on my IG and things like that as well. Like, I had to build my confidence. Saying certain things. To build true confidence as well. Start speaking your mind. Start allowing people to see you for who you are. Not behind that mask. Like, really speak your mind. They don't have to agree with you. And that's another thing with truly confident people. Nobody don't have to agree with them. Nobody don't have to agree with you. Nobody don't have to agree with you. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. That's your truth. That's your truth. And if it works for you in your life, homie, more power to you. But be confident in who you are. And don't change. Like, don't waver. Don't be jumping on the bandwagon because you feel like you're not going to be accepted. And I had to learn that myself, because I kept learning different things. And I'm like, okay, is it supposed to be? No, and Spirit's like, it's supposed to be what you want it to be. You have to do it yourself, your own way. And I'm like, okay, I'm talking about spiritual stuff. Am I supposed to be talking like Sadhguru or Eckhart Tolle or Louise Hayes or any other spiritual teacher? Or am I supposed to talk like Oprah or something? Like what? And of course I have to learn and develop my skills, but I don't have to be like nobody else. I can just be me, Netta. And of course, I'm going to grow over time. You'll see the growth. Because if I listen to my podcast now and I compare it to this YouTube channel, I can see my growth. But a year from now, trust and believe me, I'm definitely going to be different. So with confidence as well, don't be scared to grow. Like I said before, give yourself room to grow. But don't be scared to be who you are. Fundamentally, I'm always going to be Netta. Y'all going to know who Netta is. I'm not going to change the inner essence of who I am. I will just grow. May transform to a whole different, more bold, flamboyant woman, but ultimately that inner essence of who I am, y'all will still see it, you know, and it will still glow. So being you and being free and just being truly you, and then sharing that with other people and empowering yourself and other people is true confidence. Confident people like to share. Confident people like to learn. Confident people like to teach, you know. Confident people feel good about themselves. Confident people believe in themselves, okay? They not trying to throw shade. Confident people ain't in nobody else's business but they own, and whoever's business maybe they need to be helping or whatever. But they're living truly inside out, not outside in. It ain't about the cars, the house, the money, because at the end of the day, when you die, you cannot take none of that with you. And it did not make you. There's nothing wrong with having material things, but that does not build your confidence. Because when all that gets snatched away, or if it goes away, or for whatever reason, how you gonna feel? Crazy. Your confidence gonna go right with that material stuff. So that's why it's good to have that internal achievement and that value and understanding your true self. And Spirit was saying this to me a long time ago, like, okay, you got these visions and goals, and it's not that they're not going to happen, but you have to do more inner work, because what you're going to be blessed with, you need to have that inner strength and that confidence to be able to handle it. Because if you don't, it's going to break you. It's going to break your self-esteem, and I need you to go within. So if you feel like you're going to accumulate all this stuff and think it's going to raise your self-esteem, like, sis, you got it twisted. So that's what, you know, my inner man is having conversations with me, like, seriously, no, that's not what we're doing. And I was like, okay, I'm going to listen to you because you know better than me. So I've learned to build my confidence on within. And I'm not saying I don't like things. I like to go shopping and stuff, but just to really be mindful, like, not to have shiny object syndrome. But I don't buy stuff to make me feel good anyway, like to have that confidence. Like, them days it's over. Ain't nobody got time to be buying stuff that they don't need. Not at least in my life. I am investing in other things that will benefit me presently and in the future, because I'm not striving to just collect a bunch of things. Like, I have, how do I want to say this? If I'm trying to manifest money, I have somewhere for it to go. There's a purpose for everything. Like, if I buy a house, there's a purpose. I'm not just buying houses and houses just because I can. No. Okay? That's too much energy and time wasted on something just because I can. No. I'm going to invest within myself, my time, energy, and money, which is nothing but energy, within myself and within my community as well. So I'm not going to just be buying stuff just because, I'm like so over that. But sometimes I do like a shoe or a bag, which I've been buying books, people. Like, I think that I have more books than clothes now. And even that, I have to, like, really chill out. But with books, you can learn stuff and apply it. Clothes, you can always buy them clothes. And then you got to give them away because they too small, too big. That stuff is artificial. And it can always be replaced. So at the end of the day, you don't build your confidence off of that. Money, you can always make more money. You will lose some and you will make some. It does not make you who you are. Okay? So, I'm knocking y'all, but, holding the money like this and all that. Y'all understand. Y'all just look like y'all ain't never have nothing, okay? That's what that looks like. But I'm not judging. I'm just saying. That's not true confidence. That's not. I don't want to hold up nothing, and this is my crystal. I don't want to hold up anything, but I feel y'all though. I like it, because when that hypes y'all up, that motivates, that may be a motivation for y'all. But do know that it's more to life than that. It's more to life than that. And we have to live inside out. So whoever holding money to the air, I'm just playing with y'all. Like, don't take it personal. But do know it's more to life, than that. And I'm at a space in my life to where my confidence is not based on anything on the external. It's really, if someone tells me that I made a difference in their life or in their day or just in that moment, that actually builds my confidence. As long as I have that integrity and that character, and I'm just being the best loving version of myself, then that boosts my confidence even more. Like when I have children, as long as my kids is like, I'm sure they gonna be like, yeah, she get on my nerves sometimes, whatever, but they be like, my mom is dope. That is all I care about, as long as I did the best that I could or in my relationship. Not saying that, even though that's outside, but as long as I was able to make them feel good and make people feel good and empower them, to be honest, that's all that really matters to me. And I'm balanced out with giving that to myself as well. So, and I just feel like that builds your confidence. So, that is the end of this video. I love you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Also, follow me on IG at Inner Peace Manetta. I love you guys. Peace.